Good morning. I don't often wake up in the morning and hang out with you and have a conversation. We're just starting our winter with the non-global warming that we're all in. And it's dawn, and I wanted to be able to be with you at dawn. I'm at my end of my driveway, sitting with Lily and I looking out into the raising of the sun. I've had a couple of things happen this week that I just wanted to see if I could get it across. We're in an amazing time, and it's important to know that our world that we walk around in a lot, it really speaks to us as if we're broken, or as if we need to recover from things in our lives, or that life is impossible under the present conditions. But it's actually not true. I was in two conversations, one with a therapist, an amazing therapist that is a friend of mine and serves me greatly when I'm unwrapping the depth of myself, the expansion of myself, the wholeness of myself. That was one conversation I was in, how different it is when you're in a conversation of unpacking yourself, not recovering yourself, unpacking your, what I call multidimensionality, which is often too big a term for people, but really unpacking the parts of yourself that have joy and love life and adore being here and know that we have something to offer, and that we have animals that we appreciate, and we have rock formations that Georgia puts on the little stumps out here, and then we create like a sacred space over here with our tree using rocks and basically using rocks to be part of Earth and to be part of her beauty. So this morning I just had to connect with you. I had to connect with you just for a moment to have a shared field of resonance with the beauty and wonder of life. Sometimes life is experienced in very short periods of linear time. I've sat with children who only lived 5 years and then they died. But to trash their life as if the shortness of their life was a tragedy when they lived 5 years in their full beauty, full magic, and then one day they just didn't have a body anymore. And we're that way about our lives. We're so afraid they're going to be cut off and short that we forget to live them. So that was one conversation. The other was when I was young with my children. Aaron, my youngest, had a terrible reaction to vaccines, so I basically faked his vaccine report so he could continue to go to school, and there was a mumps epidemic, and I was terrified. I was terrified that I had destroyed my child and that he was going to die because I hadn't followed the rules, but a deeper knowledge within me knew that my child had been damaged by the vaccines, and he was having trouble getting back. He was having night sweats and nightmares and paranoia about people, and I had to go back into that moment, which I think each of us every day need to go back into, that having him was precious, being with what we wanted life to be and the way we wanted life to be lived, to give him the best chance to be all that he came here to be. It is a remarkable thing to have happen. And of course, obviously, he's still here. He works in Holland, and he's one of those, what do you call it, high-level single skiers. You know, he in his last great adventure was jumping out of a helicopter, an avalanche area, going down a mountain in Switzerland. So my point is that life is to be lived. Whether it's 5 years, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's true that global warming is going to wipe out our planet and that we're going to have oil spills and that people that we love and adore are going to be asked to leave this precious country built on freedom for all. Be careful. It's tragic. And things that are happening are really scary. But please, don't let it cost you your moment. Anyway, Lily is ready to go feed herself and by way of me. And I'm ready to start my day and find those places that are maturing our wholeness. Find those places that don't think we're broken but can support us in remembering that we're out there. It's a different group of people that are connected to life and the wonders of life and not Pollyanna at all in any way. And here comes the sun. There comes the sun. But to be able to remember and enjoy your life in every moment, even those moments that are rough and hard, to feel the richness and beauty of life. It's a rush, and it's beautiful, and sometimes it includes sobbing and crying and anger, but it also includes the magic of just one day. Thank you all for hanging out with me. We'll post it on my blog because I want Jackie to imprint the field with this morning and the wonder of life, lest we forget. Love you all.